Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to another video. So I just wanted to do a quick video here, sort of commemorating I feel like this day should be like Rick Grimes Day, because it's like, it's a pretty important day. November 4th, obviously, was the very last day that Andrew Lincoln, or I guess Rick Grimes, was on The Walking Dead, right? He left 3 years ago today. Pretty crazy. I can't believe it's been 3 years since he left the show. That actually feels way too fast. That flew by. Like I've kind of honestly, it feels like it's been a year to 2 years ago, to be honest. Maybe because of all the garbage that has happened the last year and a half to almost 2 years now, or I guess 2 years next March. Maybe because of that, it's felt like it's because I feel like the last year and a half has flown by so fast. So maybe that's why it feels a little bit longer. But yeah, I can't believe it's been 3 years since Rick left the show. That's honestly, it feels way too long. I really can't believe that. And honestly, it does suck that we don't have an update on the Rick movies. It is sort of, 3 years ago, he left the show. 3 years later, actually, 3 years ago, they announced it. 3 years later, what do we have? Well, they have given some updates here and there. They were supposed to film earlier in the summer, and then it seems like things changed. I don't know exactly what changed, but something changed, so they didn't film. And the reason why I know they were supposed to film is because, well, a lot of them talked about the fact that they were supposed to film 2 years ago already, but then something happened or whatever. Or not 2 years ago, but in the summer of 2020, they were supposed to film in summer of 2020, but everything got shut down. Production, everything got shut down, and they weren't quite ready, but they were ready to almost get things going then. And then last spring/summer, they were supposed to film. And the reason why I believe that is because Andrew Lincoln said that specifically. If it was Gimple or anyone else, I'd be like, well, you can kind of say whatever the hell you want, but Andrew Lincoln said that. So to him, he really believed that everything was ready and ready to go, to start filming. But then I don't know what happened. That's sort of the mystery that we're all in right now, right? Like, why couldn't they film earlier? And why does it seem so quiet right now? And Norman Reedus did say that the scope of things changed. So obviously they probably are like recorrecting it. It's kind of like a game, when a game is postponed, it's because they want to fix some more bugs kind of thing, right? So obviously they're making the Rick movie better by doing this. So I'm 100% okay with it. But I hope to get an announcement soon. And to be perfectly honest with you, I actually think we should get one when World Beyond ends. Like, I really believe that we are going to get some type of announcement. I don't know exactly what. A release date would be amazing, right? Like, if you think about it, they finished an entire series since the show came out, which is pretty crazy. The World Beyond started last year, is ending in a couple weeks now. And this is the big setup for the Rick movies. And they are actually delivering on that. For the first season and a half, for sure, never really felt like it. We get stuff here and there that was kind of exciting. Now things are really going down, right, with Jadis and this whole green vial situation that they're kind of going in right now. And we're learning some more backstory with like the transition of power from the CRM to a more, civilian, or I guess to civilian oversight of the Civic Republic. So we are learning more lore. There's a lot of stuff that came out literally in the last episode or two. So that is very exciting, but we obviously have to wait and see where they're going here, and I hope that they deliver on more stuff here. And personally, I do believe that there is going to be a Rick Grimes update. I think that, they kind of have to do it once the show ends. If Gimple, once the show ends, I'm sure Gimple's going to be on Talking Dead. If there's nothing there and the show is just kind of whatever, people are going to be like, okay, so you did all the CRM stuff, now what, right? So I think there's going to be an update. If not, oh man, that's gonna be a dark period after that. So we'll have to wait and see, but I do have my hopes up for that. So that's coming in like a month, right? I think the last episode airs on December 5th. So December 5th on Talking Dead, we're probably gonna get a pretty big announcement there. But we're also a week before gonna be watching it. So what is that, November 28th or whatever the hell it is? We'll be watching it on AMC Plus, so we'll know the full ending to World Beyond, but we obviously have to wait for Gimple's big announcement on the 5th, right? But I also saw this that someone posted on Twitter here. It says best of Rick Grimes. I believe the Twitter handle is @DailyRickGrimes. But they posted this, I guess, 2 days ago. But it says the first and last time Rick Grimes and Daryl Dixon saw each other, which is just kind of, man, they I can't believe that. That's just so historic and so just, I don't know. I get goosebumps seeing that, right? Like, you see Rick and Daryl in the very beginning here. They hated each other, right? They were not hated each other, but they didn't like each other. Daryl was just like, who the fuck are you kind of thing. Rick was like, a little more reserved and like trying to understand the situation because Daryl was more of a threat there. But they experienced so much on that trip. And then it got to the final moments here where Daryl's looking at Rick. And it's such a beautiful moment because Rick is sacrificing his life to keep him safe, to keep the entire community safe, right? Like, I think that is something that gets overlooked quite a bit because we focus on the Rick movies and the fact that he did survive. But if you think of that last moment of Rick's, just well-being on the show, he was ready to die there. He was like, there's this really massive horde coming right for this bridge, and it's going to go right into the hilltop in Alexandria. I need to, I'm going to blow up this bridge and save everyone. He was willing to sacrifice his own life here. And that's what he did. And obviously, fortunately, he's 100% okay. But it was just it's a really crazy scene. And that's why it's one of my favorite episodes of all time. So I just wanted to make a small video here talking about this day, because this day's is pretty important, I would say. So yeah, do you remember your reaction to when you watched the Rick Grimes episode? Do you remember your reaction to the fact that he survived? Because remember, none of us knew. We didn't know if he was going to survive or die. Like, we had no idea. So like, do you remember what your reaction was? And what are your thoughts now on the Rick movie and World Beyond, and sort of the direction that they're going in? Definitely post down below. And thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.